Hello, hello, hello. Today we are going to talk about a CISM practice question. Now we have the company background here. We have the company background which says an international e-commerce retailer, SVS Incorporation, has grown rapidly through mergers and acquisition. It operates in multiple regions with varying data protection laws and consumer privacy regulations like GDPR in European Union, CCPA in California, and so on. The newly appointed CISO is tasked with consolidating the security strategy across all business units. Now, there are some challenges. Now, internal changes. So, a recent corporate reorganization has led to resource constraints and cost cutting measures, especially in IT. The company is integrating newly acquired teams that use different IT systems and security processes. And increased employee turnover has stressed the existing security awareness and training programs. Also, shareholders demand stronger brand protection after a competitor's high profile data breach. Regulatory bodies in several regions are imposing stricter reporting and notification requirements, and third party vendors handle a critical part of the payment and logistic processes, raising concerns about supply chain security. As a CISO, you need to update the information security strategy to address these evolving conditions and risks. Now, from a CISM perspective, which set of influences which set of influences must the new CISO incorporate into the revised information security strategy to best ensure both compliance and alignment with the organization's objectives? Now, if we go to option A, which says deploy an advanced intrusion detection system as soon as possible, enforce zero trust for all network segments, and outsource all risk management tasks to a third party. Option A here focuses on technical measures, IDS, zero trust, outsourcing all risk management, overlooks critical governance and business alignments. B and G, business and governance part. Next option, B, prioritize internal reorganization to reduce headcount in the security department, adopt a single global security policy without adjustment. So, no adjustment, single global security policy, and strictly limit board level reporting to minimize the overhead. Now, here it suggests cost cutting at the expense of the security. Okay. So, cost cutting at the expense of security, imposing a rigid global policy without local or regional adaptation. Now, in the description, we have seen that it is available in multiple regions, right? Because we were talking about varying data protection laws and consumer privacy regulations. So, as per this option, it is taking a more rigid global policy approach without local or regional adaptation, and it is also minimizing the board level reporting, all of which will conflict with the principles of CISM of stakeholder engagement, risk based policy, and contextual policy, right? So that is something which will be constrained here. Let us go to option number D next. Focus on employee training for phishing prevention, require each third party vendor to undergo an annual security audit and ignore new privacy regulation. So it says ignore new privacy regulation until they become mandatory. Now, this does partially address third party risk and employee awareness, but it ignores new privacy regulations until they are mandatory, which contradicts with proactive risk management. So, we want to do proactive and not reactive. So, proactive risk management concern is not taken care here. It could expose the organization to fines or reputational damage at a later part. So, option C says formalize governance to handle new regional regulations, streamline integration of newly acquired teams, and engage the board shareholder with periodic risk updates. Now, here it takes care of multiple aspects what a CISM should do. So, it addresses both internal and external factors and aligns CISM's emphasis on governance, risk management, and strategic alignment.